Hello, this is Ron Keith Bailey, and welcome to Texas Justice Review. I wanted to give you a little update of what we're working on. I kind of had to take some time off. Well, I guess I was given time off to regroup and recalibrate this organization, this media. One of the first things we're doing was starting a news media for the court system in Dallas, Texas. And that news media will broadcast online and a video show like these, you'll see, and in print as well. And you will see a lot of the stories about the judicial system in Dallas, the unfairness that is going on. You know, it would be that when you broadcast the news, you want to do good news. But unfortunately, the justice system in Dallas, Texas is so corrupted, so connected, that it's very difficult to do good news on the judges that I have encountered. I did encounter a few good judges, but I really haven't gone into their courtrooms to see whether or not that goodness is executed during their sitting on the bench. Here's what's happening. Besides doing the talk show that we're working on, besides doing the newspaper that's going to broadcast, and we're going to speak to lawyers. If you're a lawyer and you have news that you want to give to us that on certain judges in Dallas, Texas, we're more than happy to broadcast your case, that whether it was fair or unfair, and what you're doing to help others in the community protect themselves. Just remember, we formed an organization called Texas Men's Justice Alliance, and that is a sister organization that helps men in the judicial system. Certainly you have a son, or you have a brother, or you have a father that is getting divorced, and the divorce is 60% 70% executed by the wife, and because she's bored, because she refused to honor her vows, because she found, attraction in other men, and she's just feeling that I don't want to be with this man anymore. Maybe domestic violence, whatever the case may be. These women are just filing for divorce indiscriminately and really just taking these men to the cleaners. And it's taking the men to the cleaners that's what we're worrying about most. So what we're going to do with Texas Men's Justice Alliance is to make sure that when a woman plans for a divorce, she's already all the finances. She's put all the finances together. She's seen where all the avenues is. She sits with the lawyer and she says, this is where the equity is. We're going to take his equity. We're going to pay for the divorce. We're going to take everything else and put it to me and act like nothing else exists. And that's what happened in my case. And I'm not stupid enough to fall for it. And I'm still fighting. We have an appeal. We have other things going on. We're broadcasting the unfairness in the judicial system against men. That's basically what I'm going after. And we're going after the judges. I'm going to tell you this. Nothing happens in court unless a judge signs for it. So if he gives her $1 million, if he gives her all the cats, if he gives her all the cars, if he gives her that he has to leave the house and she gets the children 80%, it's all done by a judge. And that's where I am going. I'm going into the lion's den with the judges. We can do a lot of stuff to let these judges know you can't brutalize men because a woman coming crying to you that she's some kind of victim when she really is a narcissist and a deceiver and a liar and a cheater. Because women get older and they want to be with younger men. They want to have these excitements, and they look at their husband and it says, he's drinking beer on the couch and he wants to go hang with his friends. But I want another man. I want another life. I don't know where in the Bible that they went to church and swear to this, they will be with this man for better or for worse, sickness and in health, richer or poor. And that excitement was high. And then it goes along and you have the kids or whatever it may be, and then comes the excitement drops. And nobody sits with these women, especially, and says, what happens when the excitement drops? What happens when you start working out and he's not? What's that working and you're making more money and he's not making more money as you? What happens when you want to go fly over the place and do all these exciting things, but he's not into that? When that excitement drops, are you going to leave? And they lie if they tell you they aren't, when they swore the oath, for better or for worse, that they were going to, till they die. That's what's going to happen. The court system was run by In God We Trust. In the beginning, judges were fair. Judges were, keeping with the law. And then the secular world, these carnal judges grew up, took the system and says, well, we're going to make it about us now. We're going to make it about if a woman wants a divorce, like in Texas, you have to prove that the other person did something. That was basically in line with the gospel. Because it says what God put together, let no one put asunder. And if you want to run off and look for other men or whatever, you couldn't do that in Texas. Now you can. It's no false state. And I had the judge tell my wife she can go in and have sex with whichever men she want to have sex with during the marriage, if she was during the marriage with me. So this is a liberal judge. I deal with all liberal judges, and I have to fight them. They call each other and tell each other about the cases. I have to fight that, and I have to realize one judge, Michael Snipes, he gets a family court case. He's a criminal assignment judge. How is he doing his case? And then he gets upset with me because I'm a man. We go to a pissing contest, and everything that I filed, deny, 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 deny. I did 5 recusals on this guy, 5 chances to walk away from all the illegal stuff that you're doing, and he refuses to do that. So I'm going after him personally, which through the judicial system to tell the authorities what he's done. I already reported him to the prosecutor, the DA's office, and you know what they said? Well, he used to work here, so we're not going to prosecute him. He gets a get out of jail free card for violating his oath of office, abuse of office, official misconduct. They said they are not going to prosecute him because we know him. So then I filed with the appeals court. He calls them. He calls the appeals court, said I have a bankruptcy, frees me so he can continue with the case and take everything I have just to punish me. So I want to show you the legal system and what we can do to go after these judges. And I'm a Christian, and I'm Christian-based organization, Texas Justice Review and Texas Men's Justice Alliance, a Christian-based. So you come after one of our men, for these 60, 70% women, we're coming after you. We're coming after your jobs. We're coming after your appointments, who's donating to your campaign. We're going after them. There's a lot to put a judge in office. But if you're going to put you in office and you're coming after one of us, we got to come after you. We're not going to tolerate this anymore. And for these narcissistic women, my ex certainly was narcissistic, hiding $1.2 million and made an application to the judge. Can you hide this money for me? And you know, he signed it. He signed it. Then she offers me $100,000. And I said, absolutely not. To settle and give her the house. I'm like, that's 10% of what we own. So I rejected that, and I'm sleeping in my car. But I know that God has a plan to go after the judicial system. This is not my will. This is not my plan. It's inside of me to fight them and broadcast them. When you file a complaint with the State Judicial Board of Conduct, you know what they did? They give you a letter. We reprimand this person. What the heck is a letter going to do? Unless we take that letter and broadcast it, do not go before this judge. This judge is not going to rewrite. We got to put these judges on notice. And what I want to do is create a database like Yelp, so we can put all the data in there. And if you before a judge and they're being unfair, you could enter it and see all the other people. Now, this costs a lot of money, and we are that went through the system and was brutalized by these judges. Family court, we've got 8 family court judges and associate judges. That's 16. So we got to keep an eye on 16 judges, and that's what I intend to do. And we're raising funds for that. To office space, data, subpoenas, transcript, everything, so we can help other people fight their battles as well. I've been through hell through this system. You're going to hear my story because we're going to publish it. But all these judges, we're going after them. I call some names. Judge Monica Purdy, Judge Munoz, she was appointed, a case was sent to her by Judge Emily Tolbosky, Judge Gina Slater, Judge Tracy Williams, Judge Martin Hoffman, Judge Maria Chavez. These are the judges who are turning over to the Department of Justice for coming into the circle and denying me justice because they were conspiring together. And I have all the evidence. What I do is I collect evidence, I put it together, I make a package. And if you want to support me, and if you don't like men going to jail and being deprived of their kids, you're more than welcome to contact me, DM me, and help support. We need marketing, we need financing, we need office space. And we can do this. We can make a difference. We can fight back. Sister Anna, thanks for watching, and bye for now.